Good evening, my name is Oksana Nabokova and this is a report on my experiences as a fan following Madonna. This summer I visited her shows in Spain, Germany, Denmark, Ukraine, Finland, France, of course the motherland, Russia. Some people might think I'm a young stupid girl and with a finger at the temple. Somebody can remind a phrase from the Bible, you shall not make for yourself an idol. But I'm a passionate, some would say crazy fan, and I wanted to share my experiences not only as a journalist, but through my eyes, the eyes of a fan. This is my story and this is my confession of fan. What is the better, this or this?
You should wear a shiny dress, this will look the best.
This is St. Petersburg and today I'm not looking or feeling so beautiful. The weather is very harsh and I'm not prepared for these conditions. It's cold here today in the national capital. Everyone here is frozen to the bone.
Here the excitement lingers, just it was in Moscow. I hope people don't have bottles with them, they should have finished them all by now, as the shows take 5 hours. Also, any alcohol should be consumed now before you enter, and to ensure you have a good time.
There is a big crowd milling at the gates of the stadium. All the fans wait in anticipation for the gates to open and run to get the best possible position close to the stage and the idol Madonna. However, not everybody can run to get such a good position. This is Catherine. She is 7 months pregnant. She has a fan zone ticket, but she is sure everything will be just fine.
I'm waiting for my friends. They will form a human shield around me.
Do you think this will be enough to help you?
Yes, they will look after me, I'm sure. I'm a very smart girl and I believe everything will be okay. When I'm at concert, God will protect me.
We couldn't go inside. All tickets were sold out and we listened to her under the
If you want to go to a concert of Madonna, it's not enough to expect to pay 10,000 rubles for a ticket. The dreams of a true fan are to be in the first line as close to the stage as possible. To do this, you need to come to the stadium 1 or 2 days before the show. Are you ready to sleep here, Andrew?
Andrew in shock.
Where would you like to sleep, here or maybe here? The European fans are prepared very well. With them they have a mattress to lie on and sleep in a bed. But I'm a blonde girl, I have a big suitcase full of beautiful clothes and shoes and nothing practical to sleep on. I will have to improvise and find something here to sleep on. Or maybe become friends with one of the Europeans. Tomorrow it will be very hot and this big umbrella will give us well-needed shade. We found it
On the scrapyard, serious.
It doesn't matter. It's very hard to sleep in such an environment. Some fans are teaching others words to new Madonna songs and singing away, while others are just enjoying each other's company, talking and waiting the appearance for the one and only Madonna. Why aren't you sleeping?
How is it possible? Tomorrow we will be meeting with the Queen, Madonna herself. This makes me restless as I am full of emotions. Now we are watching the last video from her show.
But I'm not feeling up to it and I fell asleep under a fence.
Oksana, how are you? How have you slept?
What is the time now?
It's 4 o'clock now, 16 hours until Madonna's show.
My friend Andrew is not a Madonna's fan. I said he must go to the show and he was so weak and agreed to manipulative ways. Andrew, are you sleeping? He's actually sleeping under the fence, and over this fence we will see Madonna. The sleeping under the stadium fans are meeting only in Europe. In Russia and Ukraine the fans are going to the stadium in early morning. But we were sleeping, ensuring to be in the first line. In Kiev, security was so surprised to us when we opened our camp in the asphalt near the parking.
So this is mine, this is yours, but do we have to eat tonight?
In every country you need to get used to Mother Nature's rules at you. For example, in Berlin it was constantly raining, but in order to keep your place in the line you just had to stand there in the rain and put up with it. In Barcelona it was the opposite, extremely hot. Everyone was trying to hide from the sun however they could, under umbrellas or hiding under extra pieces of clothing. It's very hot here and everyone is so exhausted, with the temperatures reaching 35 degrees. It's not until the sun goes down and we get some refuge from the sun's excruciating heat, but for now it's so hot. In the evening, the fans wait patiently for a girl named Frida. Frida gives away tickets to the Golden Triangle, which is the best place to be in the concert. Here you can see Madonna very well. Everybody prays they will be the one to get one of these tickets. However, not everyone can get one, and now I wait patiently with my friend, waiting in hope Frida will pick us.
However, I'm only lucky when playing poker.
Are you crying? We cannot all hurry, take it easy. Other fans run to the stage to get the best possible place. This is where you need the speed of Usain Bolt to secure such a good spot. In the meantime, Martin Solveig started his opening act to make the crowd go wild. But the fans didn't give a shit. Everybody was waiting for the one and only queen, that is Madonna.
We are waiting only for Madonna, all energy just for her.
Fans from all over the world are here, from at least 20 different countries, including Russia.
Where are you from?
Russia, are you?
Russia, Mexico.
Wow! It's so far from here.
Are you tired?
Yes, but I endure, my legs hurt, I think to myself while sitting on the tribune.
My friend Andrew gives up his seat, but I get the best place in Golden Triangle. And all of the sleepless nights spent in the hot conditions, with little to no money left, is all worth it when the one and only Madonna finally makes an appearance.
Because I dread the loss of heaven, loss of heaven, loss of heaven, loss of heaven. But most of all, because I love things, and I want so badly to be good.
When you feel such emotions, one show is not enough, and as a result, fans lost all of their money chasing Madonna shows around the world. Further about Madonna shows in Russia and in the other country.
Haven't I seen you somewhere before? You look familiar.
This show takes 10 hours, and we're waiting also 10 hours before it started. Andrew, will you go on with me to the next show? Why?
I don't want to, I will go to the zoo instead.
Andrew decided the show in Barcelona was the last one for him, but I will be going to another, that's for sure. I brought a t-shirt with a big M on it, and I was also thinking about purchasing other merchandise. A tour book made up of photos from her new tour cost 30 euros. This is about 1,000 rubles. For me, being a Madonna fan is not cheap, but I think I will buy it for sure.
Do you all know what the Golden Triangle is? Yes!
I want Golden Triangle, Golden Triangle, Golden Triangle. In a minute I will know whether I will win for a second time and get to stand in the Golden Triangle or not.
No, I'm sorry.
I didn't win it. I had no luck, I can only get a third line. It's the most terrible place for a fan, when between you and Madonna is a lot of hands with cameras, a lot of crazy fans. This place is still okay, and you can see Madonna very well, but to stay here in this place is not so good. Madonna came towards us once, but the people in the first line reached out and I didn't get to touch her, a dream of mine. In trying to touch Madonna, I dropped my motherfucking iPhone. Berlin was not a good show for me. The next show I thought would be the last for in Denmark. Madonna's fans are so different and they have no fear to express themselves, so teaches the Queen. In the show you can see grandmothers and children. This particular pretty girl slept in line waiting to see Madonna. There also was many stars in this concert, including Sean Penn, Kylie Minogue, Stella McCartney, Paris Hilton and even Russia singer Philip Kirkorov. He becomes acquainted with Madonna in the Moscow in the opening Hard Candy.
Girls gone wild, girls gone wild.
The dream of a fan is to be in soundcheck. It is a unique opportunity to see how their favorite idol prepares for her show, and to see Madonna behind scenes which we don't get to see on television, without makeup and fancy hairstyle, without a beautiful dress. Soundcheck gives people the opportunity to stand out from the crowd and to talk with Madonna. For example, in Helsinki, Madonna drew her attention to a fan in the crowd very far from the first line.
There's a man outside the Golden Triangle that I think should come into the Golden Triangle. Blue shorts, blue shorts. The man in the blue shorts should be doing that.
Your dancing skills are amazing. I'll shake your hand.
There is also a very crazy fan called Zuzu. He is an architect. Madonna sometimes communicates with him like they're friends.
But you spent a lot of money.
Yeah, it's totally worth it.
Yes?
Totally. Spend all your money on Madonna. She needs it.
If it's not secret, how much? About?
I don't know. I really don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I just buy the tickets, book the flight.
In every show, Zuzu wears his t-shirt with Cigarette Joe lyrics written on it. Madonna spotted it and put her eye on it. In Moscow, she asked him to do the same t-shirt for her and for her dancer.
Madonna! Medium! Medium! Yeah, that's medium. Medium. And small for you. One small only for you. Yeah, some smalls and medium.
Zuzu had the t-shirt made in Moscow and gave it to Madonna and her dancers in St. Petersburg. There was also a funny moment that happened to me. During the soundcheck in Kiev, the Queen drew her attention to me. It was my Russian flag that I was carrying around to every single MDNA date.
It's Russia. It's Russia. This is Ukraine. This is Ukraine. It's Ukraine. It's Ukraine. Russia. It's Ukraine. Russia.
I was feeling myself the most happiest girl in the world. I even decided not to wash my flag. Also, I get to stand in the first with all the other crazy fans. I have dreamed about this place my whole life. She was so close to me, a place that I thought was destined only for her staff, family, friends, and now me. I can even make eye contact with her. It was fantastic. I will never forget this moment. My friends and I were overwhelmed with feelings. After this funny moment with flags, me and my friends from Kiev tied our flags. For you notice, Russia is not the friendly with Ukraine, but Madonna unites people from all over the world. As a closing gig for the European leg of the tour in Nice, my flag underwent a few minor changes. I wrote the name of the notorious Russian band. Another Russian fan also wrote Pussy Riot on both hands, just like the Queen herself did on stage. I did this because I want that Madonna to catch sight of me. I also support her political message. It was extremely hot in Nice. The people tried their best to hide from the burning heat. We also had the unforgettable opportunity to explore Nice. In France, Madonna is associated with a scandalous show in Paris. As we all know that in the backdrop video there was Marine Le Pen with swastika on her forehead. A lot of people in Nice tried to seal Madonna's poster by the poster of their favorite political leader.
Look, you can see Mary Le Pen, a letter N, E and so on. At first there was Madonna posters, then Mary Le Pen's poster, then Madonna's fan answered again, and now here's Madonna poster again. In France, two women are fighting for leadership.
It seems to me It's what you like.
We had lunch, and when we came back, the surprise were waiting for us. Our Spanish friends saved us from the sun. They made this thing, and we can relax. Radio Energy, the sponsor Madonna's fans. We return to MDNA in France, and now I want to tell you more about Madonna's shows in Russia. Madonna arrived to Moscow one day before the show. In the Russian capital, she opened her own fitness club, Hard Candy. Only 100 fans were selected by club to meet her. First came Guy Ziri, a manager of Queen of Pop. He is the closest person to Madonna.
Where is Madonna?
Да, спросить, через сколько будет.
Парфюм вкусный у него. Do you remember me?
I remember me.
She looked so gorgeous, like a goddess. First of all, she was interviewed by the media. The fans were evil. Through a lot of cameras they couldn't see Pop Queen. The fans decided to take revenge. They shouted Madonna's favorite bad word. Due to that, she couldn't hear the questions well. She doesn't often give many interviews, she's not interacted much with her fans, and she rarely gives signatures. But Russian fans were the exception to the rule.
Madonna, please! Madonna, please!
This moment a lot of fans were waiting all life.
This is Madonna's autograph. She held this mark in her hands. I'm really happy. My hands are shaking. She had this in her hands.
She was giving her sign to the fan who was standing next to me, and then I shouted.
Sign my hand!
And she looked at me and signed.
Alexander wanted to live all his life with Madonna's signatures. That's why he made a tattoo on his arm. He flashed it to Madonna at soundcheck in Moscow.
Madonna, look my tattoo! Tattoo! You signed here yesterday. I made a tattoo out of my hand with your signature.
Crazy.
Yeah.
They say that Dival has washed off in a week. I dreamed so much about Madonna's signature, but she didn't give it to me. I so lost courage and I couldn't find marker when I so needed. That's why I decided to do temporary tattoo. The entrance directions and security treatment at concert venues in Russia always leave much to be desired. The venue staff has no clue of what the fan zone is and where the Golden Triangle is situated. Even the media were not prepared at all of the press call. The Queen of Pop had to put her firm hand into the process.
Okay. Then you need to go by the camera.
Okay.
Over there.
Can you go by the camera so she can answer?
Wherever I'm looking is where the light should be. No. Light. Did I just speak to your camera?
Yes.
Yes. So now you're next? Okay, good. So that's where you should be. Okay.
The fans all over the world write numbers on the hands. Your number depends on at what order you will get to the stage. But in Russia there is another rule. If you are bold and pushy, you will have a good chance to be in the front line. Dear friends, we are in the Golden Triangle. If you don't understand what it means, just look here. There is a sea, and here I am. Despite of the bad organization of Madonna's show in Russia, we managed to be near the stage. The MDNA tour around the world looked the same, but the show in Moscow was just at the time when the judgment was announced about Pussy Riot. I would like to remind you that this is a scandalous music band appeared with a punk prayer in a church.
Masha, Katya, Nadia. I think that they have done something courageous. I think they have paid the price for this act, and
I pray for their freedom.
To support Pussy Riot, a star wrote the name on her back and her affecting number, special for Russia. She was in the balaclava mask on her face, but finally it fought to help Pussy Riot.
I couldn't believe I've accidentally met her in the street.
Eduard and Vadim are Russian fans. They were with me in some shows, including Kiev. They recall their emotions very clearly when they encountered Madonna near Sofievska Square. Today we are living with the best emotions and remember every moment in MDNA too. Every one of us are living with the best emotions from this show.
You know, we always stay in the first line. When I was at the edge of stage and the podium rises and she appears from under the scene and she's near me and she opens her eyes, and when podium rises she stops her glance to me. And you know, it's like the cinema, there is a silence around you.
I attended other stars' performances who pretend for some title or status, but only she is the one who... Now I with my friend have a depression. It's so difficult to return to normal life. There isn't Madonna, her best dancers. There isn't Guy Ziri, who also help us to be in Golden Triangle, or even give us some secret information about Madonna. Russian shows had finished many months ago, and Europe shows too. But now Madonna are in America. Her last show will in Argentina in December. My friends save their money for MDNA. I hope I can go with them too. Madonna gives me an incredible energy. After her show I'm feeling myself like the most happiest girl in the world. Today is my last working day when I'm doing this project. I took bravery to leave everything behind and to head to New York to make my dream come true. Goodbye.